Hello Cutie, this is Abaddon and I'm going to walk you through some Blender navigation basics. And so if you are brand new to Blender or you've never touched Blender before, this is for you. Go ahead and select the cube in the center of your viewport and push delete. And that gets rid of the cube. Go ahead and push Shift A, Mesh, go over to Cube, and add the cube. So now you know how to add and remove objects from your viewport, from your scene. Good job. All right, next up, go ahead and hold the middle mouse button, and that will rotate your view. Scroll up and down on the scroll wheel, and that zooms your viewport in and out. If you hold Shift and middle click, that's a pan up and down and left and right. So those things will get you where you need to go. If anytime you feel like you get lost and you're no longer centered on your object, you can use the period on the number pad. Also, if you're confused at all about what I'm talking about or what keys that I'm pushing, I have my keys screencast in the middle. And so that makes it a lot easier to follow along. Okay, what else? So that's some basic movements. The scene is divided into three axes. We've got up and down is our Z axis. So if we look at it from the front, it's this up and down. X is like left and right. You can think of it that way, and Y is the back and forth. That's going to be our yellow. You can move anything along these axes pretty easily. So go ahead and click on that cube, push G. G stands for grab, and that moves it anywhere we want it to go. So you can push it here. If anytime you get lost, you can always push Control Z, and that usually returns it to where it needs to be. So G grab, escape if you click will confirm, but if you don't want to confirm, you can also push escape to kind of get out of some trouble there. And so if you find yourself like, oh, I didn't mean to pick this up, just push escape and it'll snap it right back to where you picked it up from. Other things to keep in mind, click on an object, S will scale the object. Same thing, escape to cancel or click to confirm. So you can scale an object with S, you can rotate an object with R, um, and G, you can grab an object. Also, you can grab and move along any of those axes. You can snap along those axes, which is also comes in a lot of handy. You can grab an object and then snapping it to an axis is as simple as holding the middle mouse button, and you can get like this fun option where it will snap to an axis. You can also snap to a particular axis by pushing what it is. So you can push G and X, and it'll move it along the X axis. You can push G and Y, it'll move it along the Y axis. And you can push G and Z. You know, you get the point. Same thing can be done with scale. You can scale just on the X axis. You can scale just on the Y axis and Z. Once again, click to confirm. You can Control Z to get out of any trouble that you might be in. Okay, okay. That gets us pretty far. From here, you'll see me zooming around the screen a lot. This right hand up here navigation is all this stuff. Since you don't have or you might not have a number pad on your keyboard, you can snap to like your front facing view by clicking this. And if you look in your top left, you will see, you know, where your front orthographic view here. If you click it again, it says left orthographic. It's kind of hard to tell because it's a cube, and cubes are the same from every angle. So the front and the side and the back and everything looks different. But this is, yeah, just how you snap to different sides. And you'll use that a lot. You know, you'll navigate to something, but you'll want to snap sometimes to this front orthographic quite a few times, especially early on. Uh, so you'll see me also pushing the number pads to short. So 1 is front facing, 3 is side facing, control 3 is reverse of that, 7 is top, and control 7 is bottom. You see me pushing those buttons a lot. So this is object mode. The main modes that we'll be using, especially early on, are object mode, edit mode, and sculpt mode. We'll do like vertex paint, weight paint, and texture paint later. Those are pretty advanced.